So welcome back to Project Independence and You, Community Talk Radio on 88.1 FM and WCWP.org. I'm Rebecca Miller, along with co-host Otto and Kristina Lou. We're in Talk of the Town and just covering everything that's going on and in the town, but we kind of were going over a lot of stuff that's happening with Project Independence as we come back to in-person and using all the things that we learned over COVID and doing hybrid programming. It's nice, you know?
And I just have to take a minute, though, and hijack the show briefly because we're going to do a little early happy birthday Rebecca Miller celebration. So, Beck, you're just going to have to sit back.
2 years away from the big number.
I'm just going to have to do a little
Oh,
hijacking.
no, Kristina, you're doing too much already. I'm going to get emotional. What? Evelyn, Greg, are you kidding me? Oh, my God, I'm going to cry.
Some special guests.
Are you kidding?
So, and like throughout the show, there'll just be different people, popping on. They are just quickly.
Laura, wait, what?
Yeah, so we just, I reached out to some family and friends of the fabulous Rebecca Miller just to come in and really just give us all the talk of Rebecca Miller.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Kristina.
On the show. So I cannot wait to, everyone is signing on. Just got to get their cameras on. But yes, Beck, this was very hard to keep a secret from you.
Wow.
So
Marie!
Can you hear
me? Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I hear you. We just don't see you yet.
Laura! Oh my God.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There is everyone. We got their videos on.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hi.
We have our full
everyone
moment going on. Oh, Laura has props. I like that.
Laura, you're muted.
Laura,
Laura is muted. No, Laura, you just got to unmute yourself.
Oh my God, this is so sweet.
Oh, I think we made Beck cry, which is, the goal.
Did it work?
Oh my gosh.
Hi,
someone else signing.
Hey, Laura.
Look, my brother Greg.
That's right.
That's my baby
brother.
How
do I see everyone? I don't know how to do it.
All right, we got someone else coming in.
What? Someone else?
Someone
else.
Oh,
there we go.
Hold on. I'm pulling him in.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Let's see. Marie, great dinner last night.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was fun.
You throw a really good St. Patrick's Day party.
Hi, Ev.
I'm not even Irish.
Neither am I.
Right. It's the day for everyone.
Okay.
So everybody, welcome.
Hey, Mom, how's the construction going?
Oh, you can see my messy bookcase.
No.
Hi, Evelyn.
We have one of
Marie.
Matt.
Hello.
Hello, Matt.
God, that's it. I'm done. I'm
Hi,
my
happy birthday.
Well, welcome
Hi,
everyone. I just want to tell
Happy
everyone
early birthday.
I can't. Hey. Oh,
there's your
so
baby.
sweet.
Oh, there's Matt. So we have Matt,
Wow.
Rebecca's son. We have Marie, one of Rebecca's friends, and Laura, another one. Greg, of course, who's been on the show before, who is Rebecca's brother, and of course the fabulous Evelyn Roth, who is part of the radio show family. And we are all here to roast Rebecca Miller. No, I'm just kidding. We're all here just to say happy birthday. So anybody, give us your messages. Let's start with Ev.
Okay. Well, since I was the only one there when she was born, I think it's only fitting that you should start with me. Rebecca was born on March 23rd, 1964 at 7:35 a.m. in Lebanon Hospital in Bronx. And she was by far the easiest of my 3 births because she weighed like a full, almost 2 pounds less than her brothers. But once she was born, wow, she was a holy terror.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Kristina, you got the mute button.
I found her baby book. Can you see it?
Oh,
Rebecca's baby book. So throughout, I will share tidbits. But here's something that was in the book. Otto, you will remember this newspaper, the Long Island Press.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a story dated October 18th, 1974. And the headline is Urge Legislature Not Supervisors. So this was a story about the effort to create a legislature for Nassau County. Before that, the governing body was the Board of Supervisors. You may remember that. Anyway, so we were picketing county, the county office building. And the reporter, Robert Weddle, at the time, talked about the youngest pickets. And the youngest pickets, Rebecca Roth, 10, of East Meadow,
Heck.
who
Wow.
was there with her mother, didn't understand the complexities of the issue, but then neither did most Nassau voters. That's
True.
Rebecca's
Still
first
do.
press notice.
Oh,
Okay.
I love it.
I'm not going to go ahead. Who's next?
Well, I
But
know
let's go.
Marie and Laura. We'll
Evelyn,
get
wait
to
a
them. I
minute.
know they don't have much time. So
Evelyn, let's just go back to this Hell on Wheels thing that you talked about a little earlier. We got to learn more about that.
we will. Hold on. We'll come back to that because I want to. I know Marie and Laura don't have that much time, so I want to
Okay.
get them in. So whoever wants to go first, Marie, Laura, go for it.
Laura, you go first. You knew her longer.
I've known her. I've known her.
name?
I'm trying to take a picture of this. I've known Rebecca since we were 6 and 4. I'm trying to remember now.
Yep, exactly.
6 and 4. Yes, we have been blood sisters since that time. I think our mothers met at a PTA meeting, maybe.
Well, we
Back
met when
full-
we were signing you up for kindergarten. We actually met in front of
okay,
the
I'm
school.
sorry. Thank you for refreshing my memory.
I love it.
Yeah, and even though I moved away when I was 9, came back for a little bit, but moved away out of state, we have stayed best friends ever since we met. And we've been through a lot of good times, right? And I wish you a very happy birthday, many more. I'll come back to me. I'll think of something good to talk
That's right.
about.
You can chime in whenever you want, Laura. We are here. All right, Marie, take it away.
Well,
careful,
happy
Marie.
birthday back. We share kind of birthdays close together. We met at college, and we had a lot of similarities. We both had best friends named Laura at the time. We only lived 5-10 minutes away from each other at home, but never knew each other at home. As it turns out, Rebecca was friends with my sister-in-law, my future sister-in-law's sisters. So we have that connection as well. And we have been really good friends ever since. So we had a great time in college. What?
Right? Our kids, they call me Aunt Becca, and my kids call her and Kevin, Aunt Marie and Uncle Kevin.
Yes, and we are continuing. I mean, continuing to celebrate and have fun all the time. And we've been through a lot too. We've been through a lot. So.
Oh, good. Well, I'm so glad you guys were able to come on. It was really hard.
Thank you for asking us.
It was very hard to keep a secret.
That was such a good idea.
But now we'll go over to Greg. Greg, it looks like you were on the road.
Greg's also known me for a long time.
So I was watching before we signed on and saw that you were talking about going to doctors and doctor's appointments. And when we were younger, Rebecca broke her leg, and I still have not healed from that. Every year on the anniversary, she reminds me this was the day, and I still feel the pain.
Yeah, I love it.
A softball accident, as I recall.
Right. Her great softball injury.
Yeah, sliding into home plate.
Sliding into home plate with the 17th
Beck, see, this really impacted everyone. Everyone's really got this injury.
Clearly. Yes.
I know.
It was awful.
Well, Greg, thank you for joining us. Greg's got the real dirt on Rebecca. You know, he was a little nervous that the show is only an hour, and if we're gonna have enough time to really get the dirt on Rebecca. But we
That's all you
also
have,
have
Greg?
joining us.
A broken
We have
ankle?
Matt here. So Matt is one of
Oh.
Rebecca's sons. So Matt, you can. I know you don't have much time. If you want to give a little shout out to your mom.
Hey, Matt.
Well, hi.
I talked to you this
Hi.
morning. You didn't say anything about this.
No, I didn't. What can I say about Rebecca? What can I say? I've known her my whole life.
I was there when you were born.
Yes.
Me too.
Yes. I don't know where to begin. First of all, happy birthday.
Thanks, honey.
I don't know where to begin. Everything I have, everything I've become, is because of you.
Well, God, Matt, now we're all
thankful.
gonna cry. Doesn't
Yeah,
it make
I'm
sense?
forever thankful. Always there for me. I really I don't have the words. And I love you very much.
I love you.
Aw. Stop. You're gonna make me cry. You're gonna make my
this is what we do on the show.
run.
Everyone, so if anybody wants to cry, I mean, we cry once a week every time we do this show. So let the
God.
tears flow. It's fine.
Okay. But very happy to do this. It's so nice to see everyone. And happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, sweetheart. I love you.
No problem.
Well, I
Love
just
you.
want to say we have Beck has another son, Luke, who is in class right now, so he couldn't be here. But we have a little video message that our Wizard of Oz Dan behind the curtain will play for us. So Dan,
Get
let us
out of here.
Oh, hey, Mom.
my.
Happy birthday. I'm calling in from the gym, as you can see. Hope it's a good birthday. Love you.
Oh my God, that is.
So we got a
Are
big
you
chuckle out of
kidding?
that, Luke and I, when he said that over. So he wanted to know he was thinking of you as well, but was in class. So
I can't.
That
This is
was
just-
cute.
Oh, of
So
course. Well,
sweet.
Beck, there's a lot of people that love you. I worked with you for many, many years, obviously. So it's an honor to have you as my friend, my coworker. Doing the show with you every Friday is certainly a blast. So we just had to come together and have a little early celebration. I mean, Rebecca really threw me off because she was supposed to be on vacation this week, then switch. She was really throwing me all over the place with her scheduling because now she is not here next Friday. So we rounded up the troops, though. So I'm very happy.
Kristina, I can't sit here without saying something.
Go ahead, Mr. Otto. Go for it. I know you were
Impossible. First of all, Matt, you chose the right words. You said you didn't have the words. They were beautiful.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
that's a lot to be said for that. My connection with the Roth Miller family, if you will, goes back, I guess, now to about 2004, Evelyn, in that
Yeah.
range.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When you and Madge had the idea of Project Independence, and I had the good fortune of working with you, and you're the one who encouraged me to get into this whole thing that I'm still in. And we had a great run. We had a lot of good times. We had a lot of great conversations. And now I have the opportunity of doing that with your daughter. And I love your daughter. We've had a great connection on this show. And it's good. We've gone beyond, it's more family, friends, whatever. It's been a great run, and I wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Have Dan, our Wizard of Oz, coming in.
Every week, the hosts of the show try to get me to come on, and every week I avoid it like the plague. But come on, Rebecca's been an outstanding host on this show. We're very proud of her and the work that she does here. And I would be remiss if I didn't pop in and at least say hello to Evelyn. Hello, Ev. I miss you.
Hey,
That's
Dan.
right.
And everybody else, and wish you a very happy birthday, Rebecca. Thank you very much.
And Beck, you
So
should be
much.
very honored
Dan.
because Dan only comes out for special occasions. So
You know, Dan hasn't changed a bit.
I know.
haven't seen-
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in years. Dan, stand up. Are you still wearing shorts?
His hair is much shorter.
And Ev,
When we started, he was wearing the long hair.
yeah,
right.
yeah. And I'm going to be retiring, Ev, just like you.
I heard.
What?
The
Yes.
nerve.
They're not going to let me go that quickly. I'll still be
Yeah,
around
let's be real. We'll put retiring in quotes. He's really not going anywhere.
the
It's
show.
about time she showed up.
We're gonna have a bunch of people popping in, and I think the common theme everyone that's listening and will be watching on North Hempstead TV can see is the history component. Everyone, has their different connections to Rebecca for different reasons, but there's really a loving bond. You could feel the love through our Brady Bunch screen setup we have going on right now. But it's really, really wonderful, and we have Paula Ewell will be signing on and joining us. We have some other
Yay.
guests who might come on later too, Rebecca. So it's just.
Oh wow, I'm just
I really wanted to
clamped.
throw Rebecca off. She really thought we were just going to talk about town events, for this upcoming segment. Little did she know, but it's really, really great.
Kristina, I don't even know what to say. This is the best birthday I've ever had.
Oh,
This is the nicest, just most special. Paula, hey P.
Paula's just got to unmute herself.
This is just like
Paula's muted. We got to get her unmuted.
Paul.
There we
Paula.
go. We have Paula Ewell, who is another deputy commissioner in our department, joining us.
And she's right next to me over here, right now.
We can touch our phones. I wanted to log on because I wanted to see everyone who's on the screen right now, who I've been hearing about forever. Marie and Laura, and of course, Ev, I love more than anything in the world. And your boys.
My man!
Such a treat. And
My
Greg,
brother.
I see Greg. And Luke's in great shape.
No, he really is getting pumped up there at school. Oh my God.
But I logged on. I didn't want to come on till 11:30. I think that was our time that.
Yes, but you know what, Paula, we always have. I wanted Paula to pop on.
Well, when I saw Evelyn, it's rare that I get to see everybody.
That's right.
So.
It's like I know I kind of did this for selfish reasons, to just get everyone together.
That's right.
But
can you see this, Rebecca? And this?
Yes.
Rebecca buys me the same birthday card every year for some odd reason, and I've started collecting them because I'm putting them
it's a coincidence.
But I just want to read it. It just says, there are people in our lives who hold a special place that no one else ever could. People like you. Happy birthday, my dear friend.
Oh, that's sweet.
But other than that, every time I put in for a vacation, Rebecca denies it. And every time she puts in vacation, I deny it. So as long as we're here denying each other's vacation, no, but we're very, very lucky. We are 15 years together now. And I won't tell the story of Rebecca's first week at work, but it was very different. Our atmosphere was very different, and we didn't yet have really Project Independence. It was coming to be, but we just got very lucky. We had each other right from the beginning, and I couldn't ask for a better coworker, friend, buddy, BFF, North Hempstead BFF. So namaste, my dear Rebecca. Happy
Namaste,
everything.
my P.
Yeah.
When you have friends and colleagues and people in your life like I have, their family is we're all one big family.
Yes.
Our kids,
Yes.
The stories, everything. It's just I'm speechless for the first time.
Now it's a success. We have Rebecca Miller speechless. So I think
I love you all. I'm like verklempt. I'm verklempt over here.
Beck, you can hold on to your verklemtness because we are going to take a quick break. This is Project Independence in You on WCWP 88.1 FM. We will be right back with the festivities.
WCWP is your home for great music and great conversation. You'll find all that and more on WCWP.org. Listen live on the web, check out the lineup, subscribe to podcasts, and stay up to date on the latest station events. Get in touch with us and let us know if you like what you're hearing. And find out how you can support or get involved at the only community public radio station serving Nassau's North Shore. Plus, sign up to get a free bumper sticker. It's all online at WCWP.org.
Welcome back to Project Independence in You, Community Talk Radio on 88.1 FM and WCWP.org. I am the host and apparently the birthday girl, Rebecca Miller, along with the co-host Otto Los, and a radio show producer extraordinaire, Kristina Lou. And I'm just looking at, I'm speechless on what just happened. I'm just trying to gather all my thoughts, but my favorite top people I'm looking at right now in every area of my life. And Kristina, I can't believe you. You gave
I know.
me
I was really just trying to trick you all day. It was
the
really
most
difficult.
amazing gift. Yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I'm still in shock over it. She made this macrame hanging with all these pictures that she confiscated off of my Facebook of pictures of every, me and my dad and, me and mom and of course the kids and my friends and made this really beautiful macrame thing. And I was in shock. I don't even know. I showed it to my mother. She was speechless too. And that's rare.
That's right. That's what I'm trying to do is get, Ev and Beck, that's my goal, to really just get speechless, and verklempt. That really just makes it all worth it,
I just can't. And then look at my son, look at my Matthew on here.
I know,
too.
she loves it. Matt, we needed to have you on. She just talks about you constantly and needed her baby on.
Of course.
So I'm so glad I was able to work out and have you on. So Evelyn, do you have any more tidbits in that baby book of yours?
Oh my God. I must say my grandson, Matthew, is a stand-up comic among his other talents. So you should have him on one day to do one of his routines.
I'd love it.
I don't think he could do one of his routines on Senior Talk Radio. Dan would have to have the beep thing going.
Yeah, there's one or two I
He
could do.
can do
I think so. Yeah, you got some good stuff.
funnies about his grandma
Right.
on Senior Talk Radio.
I love it.
Let me see. This, I don't know if you can see it. This is Rebecca's hair from when she was a baby.
Wow.
It's like the same color as her hair.
I love Beck. That's quite the solid chunk of hair.
You know what? I gotta change that and show it to my lady at the salon. Make sure she
There's
matches
your
that.
answer to your hair color dilemma.
She was a natural blonde. So Rebecca's favorite foods when she was an infant were yellow vegetables and custard pudding and lamb chops. She used to gnaw on the lamb chop bone for hours. That was so cute.
Wow.
Like a nice
Laura,
pet
who
dog.
knew?
Wow, okay.
And she had ice cream first when she was 1 year old.
Oh. And to this day, she likes to just eat frosting, so it's impressive.
I'm a frosting kind of person.
I won't tell you about her height and weight chart, but
Thanks. Every
we
girl's
went-
panic.
some of the places that she went when she was a baby with her family, the World's Fair monorail ride.
Wow, I was there. Yeah.
Yep. And the Bronx Zoo. She loved the Bronx Zoo. We used to go there all the time.
Oh.
We went to Washington, D.C. before she was 2 years old. Yep. And
Protesting again or just for a visit?
Picketing.
Am I picketing? Were we picketing there, Mom? Or was it for travel?
Of course, we picketed, but we also saw the sights. And baby makes so big and patty cake and bye-bye. By the time she was 6 years old, she was doing that.
Brilliant.
And Rebecca is very independent. It says here about dressing and undressing at 20 months.
I mean, the same thing as now.
Put pants on alone and usually backwards. Anyway,
Oh my
Beck,
God.
when you get home, you got to look at this book. You're gonna get a big
All
kick
right.
out.
I did have pet turtles, I think, that I tortured though.
Oh yes,
But unbeknownst to me, I didn't realize why. I thought they were pistachio nuts.
Right.
So I tried to open them.
It's in the book. You name them me and you. And
They were my
original.
turtles.
I like it.
You try to open them like pistachio nuts, right?
Did I kill them or were they okay?
No, you didn't kill them. No.
But
They died now.
Ev's taking that secret, forever.
Right.
So there you go. Now, what age does this baby book go up to?
Some of the entries go up to her 5th birthday, I think.
Wow, that's impressive.
They've got, birthday parties, a page for each birthday party, and who the guests were.
Look, see, Ev is like a secret scrapbooker. She's been holding out on me all these years with this gem of a book.
It's really something. It's got a listing of all the gifts that she got and who gave them to her for each birthday. It's so cute.
That's right. I'm a big fan of those books. Kristina's got a lot of those birthday books with all that information. I'm very into that as well. I wish we had a book though of Beck's teen years, because I feel like that's when things might get a little more exciting, Beck.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. I'd like to share a quick story, and then I'm gonna have to leave after.
Mm-hmm.
But talking about pets, we didn't have pets growing up. We had one pet. There was a time when Target was selling fish and water frogs in little cubes on a shelf. And I was out shopping with my babysitter and her kids, and she got them fish. And I saw the frog and I was like, could I have a frog? And not even considering the fact that I was not allowed to have pets at all. And so I took home this frog, and was to say, my mom was a little surprised when I brought a frog home from Target. And my little brother named it Elephant, and it lived in this little cube in water, and we had to feed it with a toothpick. You just dipped the toothpick in food, and you'd put it in there. And I remember one time my dad was in the computer room playing video games, and he had a toothpick in his mouth. And I was like 6, and I said, Dad, where did you get that toothpick? And he was like, oh, it was on the counter. I was like, Dad, we use that to feed the frog. Yep, I remember one day I came home from school, and my mom sat me down and she said, so something happened today. That happens. The frog died. And it was buried in the backyard. So rest in peace to Elephant.
R.I.P. Elephant.
He R.I.P. Elephant. And that was the only pet we
had. For a Target frog.
He lived for a year. Yeah, a year is a millennium for a Target frog.
Right.
And that was the only pet I ever had. So with
Such a
that,
bad mother.
Yeah, no, it's all right. And anyway, happy birthday, Mom. I gotta get back to work. But it was so nice to be here and to see everyone.
Thank you,
and thank you so much.
Thanks,
Matt.
Of course.
Thank you so much, honey. I love you more than words ever could express.
I love you.
I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Love you, sweetheart.
Happy birthday. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Thanks, dear. Bye.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Yes.
So cute. I love it. I love it so much.
Oh, such a
Aw.
sweetheart.
I'm so glad.
Christina,
Well, Beck,
you
I
are.
never wanted pets anyway as a kid, so I don't blame you,
Well, I mean, I had to work. I worked and worked and
Don't
worked.
read it.
And guess who would have had to take care of the pets and come home and cook and work and clean and walk the frog? And I wouldn't, walk the frog and, feed the fish or whatever. It's not a good thing. But
Put the
now
f-
that
just
Matt's
put the
off the
frog-
air, I could actually tell you how the frog really died if you're interested.
Can you just put the
You-
frog outside and let it kind of do its thing?
No, I would clean it. Because we had it a year and it was like these things, I think like life expectancy was 35 minutes,
Yeah,
once
no, I
it
mean,
started.
that's like the running joke with them.
So I would take it out, I would put it in its own thing, I would clean it, I, took care of it. And then, are we still on live? I think one time I didn't get all the soap out that I was using to clean it, and I put them in, and it turned completely white.
Oh, Rebecca.
I'm waiting for Matt to like buzz
What
back
happened
in.
here? I was a mess, and Matt was coming home, and I'm like, I gotta bury this thing before the kid sees it. I'm like, Matt, we had a good run, and
Oh,
but all
Rebecca,
he
the
wanted to do
frog.
was dig it up. He's like, can we dig it up? I'm like, no.
well, you heard it here first on Project Independence and You, the burning question of what happened to Elephant. So, the truth has been revealed here, but we also have another guest that will be coming on. My eyes are tearing. My mouth hurts from laughing. It's really just, it's a success. I feel it.
This was, Otto, you had the first kind of birthday bomb, where everybody came on and your family, and that was great.
It's
That
a
was
nice
great.
thing. It really is. And you obviously have a great family. And
Fun to have
it's a good thing in life. We're so
I don't
blessed
know
with
what
that.
is happening here. I don't know where we have another guest come out. I don't know. I don't see her yet, but there she is. She's coming.
And the fact that you started picketing at 10 years old doesn't surprise me in the least.
I know. I really like that. It shows like a lot of like it's like the origin story of Rebecca Miller. I like it. And who do we have here? We have Shari Baton, who is our senior mobility manager over at Project Independence. I like it. I see some festive things
Decorations.
behind her. Shari, welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Rebecca, Otto, Evelyn, Cola, Dan, who's ever out there. And happy birthday and lots of hugs and love to Rebecca.
Oh, God, I'm so
Thank
glad.
you.
So, Shari, we are just dishing some dirt on Rebecca. Is there anything special you would like to say to Rebecca? Anything you'd like to share?
Sure. So, of course, I came a little prepared. So on the occasion of Rebecca's birthday, I'd like to point out some lovely qualities that make Rebecca so special to all of us. Rebecca, you make
Yes.
the day-to-day here so much fun by providing comic relief to everyone in our department, lots of levity in meetings, and with seniors. You keep it light and fun, and we all love you for that. Just to share with you, just before the show this morning, when other people might be like preparing or nervous or checking their teeth for food, I don't know. I'm sitting la-di-da, just trying to check, email. And all of a sudden I hear this hum. I'm like, what the heck is that? And, everybody who works here knows there's always like weird random noises. So I'm like, all right, I look up and there's Rebecca like bug-eyed. Scared the life out of me. I jumped and then cracked up. And that's life with Rebecca here at the town of North Hempstead.
Perfectly sums it up, Shari, right
Yes.
there.
And and so Rebecca, you radiate so much positive energy and fun, and we all truly adore you, and being around you makes work more interesting and fun. We also know Rebecca to be an experienced professional, of course, who's wholeheartedly committed to Project Independence in every way. She's involved in senior services, issues, grants, contracts, timesheets for staff, this radio show, exercise programs that are ever changing. She's booking musicians for events. She wears many, many hats, and there's so much more that she does beyond what I mentioned. She's truly a highly specialized person and a diverse person. And she's really so important to the operations of Project Independence and to the growth of the program. Rebecca, you are an awesome teammate, and I'm proud to call you a treasured friend. Happy birthday.
Oh,
Aw, so beautiful, Sherry.
Sha.
And as Sherry, everything Sherry said was a lie. Okay. But it's so nice. And as you can see, everyone that is, listening and will be watching is the wonderful love and dedication that the Project Independence team has here, and including her mother, Evelyn Roth, who, we've had on the show a bazillion times, who was the original host of this program. It's just nice to share the love that we all have for each other, and we've grown for so many years all together. So it's just, it's really, really nice to celebrate you today, Rebecca. And now I could relax because I was sweating it out. I just wanted everything to run smoothly.
Oh,
so I'm glad that we were able to get everyone to pop in and surprise you today. So,
Christina,
thank you so much.
yes.
can I, are you going to sign off?
No, we're still here, my dear. We are still, that was just we still got a half hour to go.
Well, not quite, but okay.
Yeah.
I before I go, I just want to say that it's such a pleasure to be with you because it brings back so many memories. Of course, remembering the life of my fabulous daughter who has brought me so much joy, and over the years, I can't tell you, and I know she's going to continue to do that. So happy birthday, honey. The beginning of a week of celebration of your birthday. But I've got to just mention Dan, who this program never would have existed without Dan. We came to him with this outlandish idea of doing a 7-day-a-week, 24-hour-a-day radio station for Project Independence. And he laughed at us and said, why don't you start with like a couple of hours?
And bless his heart for that.
Right.
So he's been a mentor, and we just never could have done this without him. Otto, #1 volunteer, #1 co-host, has developed into just a wonderful friend of the family. He's just an extraordinary man, and I love him to death. And Paula, who during the years my years at Project Independence was my second daughter, and
Kristina thought she had that, so I guess.
no, Christina's my
granddaughter.
Oh, all right.
Rebecca.
Mine has favorite in front of it, just so you know.
You're definitely my favorite granddaughter. Absolutely. So I just want to thank you all for the memories, and
Absolutely.
wish my daughter a happy birthday. Love you all.
Thanks, Ev. Thank you for joining us. Much love to you. Always
And
a pleasure.
Shari.
Well, hold on. We are going to take a quick break. We will be back with Project Independence and You, Senior Talk Radio, here on 88.1 FM, WCWP. We will be right back.
Take WCWP with you wherever you go with the WCWP app. Listen live 24/7 to all of our streams, all from one app. Plus, call the studios directly from the app and visit our social media. Download the app through the iOS App Store on Apple devices or the Google Play Store on Android by searching WCWP Radio, or visit WCWP.org for links. The WCWP app, available now on iOS and Android devices.
Welcome back to Project Independence and You, Community Talk Radio on 88.1 FM and WCWP.org. I'm your host today and the birthday girl, Rebecca Miller, along with co-hosts Mr. Otto Los and radio show producer extraordinaire and birthday bomber, Kristina Liu. of course, Stan Cox, who's the director of this station and program, and we all love, and all these wonderful friends and colleagues that just mush together into one. I don't even know what to say. I love everybody here. My heart is just, I don't know, pouring over. It really is just a great thing. This Zoom, this is the best Zoom radio show.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, I really like that title of like birthday bomber, birthday glitter bomber. We could like pizzazz it up. I mean, I might take that one on the road. I like that.
Yeah, this was, I'm totally shocked. And I don't think I've ever really fully been surprised by even surprise parties or anything like that. I had no clue. No clue. And it was so funny that you got Marie because I was at her house
last night.
Yes, I was talking to, and I was so glad because I was working with your mother behind the scenes because I had this idea a few weeks back and I said, Ev, I need your help. Can you just give me, I said, she said, what do you need me to do? I was like, just give me the numbers and I'll do the harassing, send it my way. It's my strong suit.
Yeah.
Esther unfortunately couldn't join. She was on a plane. She wanted to join, but I believe she said she was on a plane. And so it was just nice to, and I was really determined for your boys. I was like, Matt, pull through. I was so happy because he wasn't sure if like the timing was going to work. And then it did. And then Luke sent that hilarious video, obviously. So that was,
yeah, we got to play that again because I kind of missed the beginning of it.
Yes, well, I have it on my phone. I'll text it to you. You can have it on your phone.
He came home, and surprised us a couple of weeks ago and just walked in the door, and he has really like buffed up since then in that quick few weeks.
But they clearly are your sons with a great sense of humor because before Luke sent me the video, he said, it's a little silly, the video, but I said, whatever, the video is whatever. And then it said, and then I was like, valid, I really enjoyed this. So thank you, Luke, for sending that. So
I was interested in hearing that he's a stand-up comedian.
That's Matt.
That's Matt.
Matt, I'm sorry, Matt, who was on the show.
Yes.
But he actually does that, or he just does that like a family entertainment?
He goes to a lot of open mics, and he's been doing it for years, and really dedicated, and just feels it. It's just in him. And he's hysterical, right? I'll play a couple of the things another date, Otto. But his sense of humor and the kind of intricacies of life that he captures, it's like these fun details that you don't really think about, and also just so much clever, stuff and storytelling, and you're great. A
number of years ago, your mom and I were on the show with a couple of comedians several times.
Yeah, Rich Walker and that other guy.
Yeah, but we shouldn't mention names because the next comment was.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't Rich, though.
Your mother said, when are they going to be funny?
No, it was not Rich. Rich has been great for the show. Rich has been on the show a bunch of times. He's done advisory stuff.
Yeah.
We should actually have Rich back on the show because Rich had me like crying, like laughing during one of our advisories at some of his jokes were.
Yeah. I went to kindergarten. We went to school together, Rich and I, and K through 12 or 11th. I think he moved at some point. But and my son Matt also took his went to stand-up comedy college, which he teaches along with some other professional comedians, and they do that at the Brokerage and also at Governor's. So Matt performed at the Brokerage and Governor's too.
Mm-hmm.
Really? That's good for him.
Yeah.
Well, clearly funniness runs in the in blood. But Beck, for your birthday, I know birthdays are filled with reflections and hopes and wishes. What is something you hope for this year? Do you have any goals this year? What do you hope this year entails for you?
I have to say that my life has changed a lot in the last several months. I've got my one Matt, moved out. Luke's away at school, doing well, and I'm kind of this empty nester where my day-to-day life was always, I gotta do this for the kids, I gotta do, it's just how you fly. And I have a lot of spare time on my hands. So, my mother and I own this big old house, and we decided, or I should say, I kind of wanted to do a lot of work in the house. So we're in the midst of doing some wonderful things to the house. And what I want for the future is, I want all my loved ones to be happy and healthy, and for us to all be able to enjoy life again, and in things just seem so intense. Like there's this way we've been living because of the pandemic where things are very serious no matter what you're doing. And
Right,
it's
very
almost
heavy.
like if you have fun, you almost start to feel guilty. Like I shouldn't
Yep.
probably be doing this, or I should probably have a mask on, or I like that gone for all of us. I mean, hopefully with, that, COVID clears up,
Absolutely.
and just kind of just letting go of, of those constraints and fears that we had, I don't know, I'd like to be happy. I'd like my family and friends to be happy. I would absolutely love to teach more yoga, honestly. Just get back a few more like simple things. I miss that. I do miss that a lot. And having
Travel back.
What's that?
To be traveling.
Yeah, traveling. I'm
Wanted to
starting
be
to
traveling
travel.
for a while.
Yeah, I'm going to Florida to visit
Wow.
my to visit Lynn, and then I'm going to Denver, and I have all kinds of trips planned, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I guess you get older, it's like can't help it. I don't know. I don't feel as old as I am, but I just want to have some fun, and and
Absolutely.
world peace. Is that so much to ask for? Like world peace.
hear
How
you.
about that?
Well, I think that's all good, because we always like to take our positive spin on our radio program.
I'm getting old.
Listen, we always say, what is the other alternative, right? So
Yeah.
it's not, it's something to be embraced. And I think we all can vouch that Beck doesn't look her age, nor does she act her age.
Correct.
So
Definitely not.
we have, quite
And never will.
a young soul who is so.
I obviously can speak from a little more experience than anybody on the Zoom thing here. I believe strongly in the fact that attitude and like I know people who were old when they were 30, or 40. It's an old attitude. I can't explain it. You're always like talking about how you're getting old and this and that. And the facts are we are getting old. There's nobody on here that's not getting older. It's how it works. So what now? What you might as well enjoy the ride. There are no. I mean, we all go through stuff, and God knows the world is going through stuff, but you can't let that take you over. It's easy. I mean, you look at the news all day, which I have a friend of mine who does. I really hate to talk to him on the phone because and he's a friend of mine since we're like 10 years old, but he's so caught up in all the bad stuff that's going on. I can't have a good conversation with him, and that's not good.
Smell the roses.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny the fact that there's stuff going on
Right.
that's pretty terrible. Not pretty terrible, it's terrible. But on the other side of that, you can't do anything about that from here. You have no power over it. So you really have no choice, in my opinion.
No, and I think, listen, first of all, what Otto says goes, because we always say when we grow up, we all want to be Otto Los. And I think that it's important, right? And that's the message of this show always is really just finding the little things, the positive things. As I look out my window, the sun is shining, and that's all it really takes for me, right? Give me some sunshine, and like the world is mine. So it's I think it's important. Spring is coming, God willing. It's always a hopeful kind of season, and things are blooming. Get out there. We're always preaching to just take it all in and enjoy it. And look at Otto. I mean, Otto's got a busier calendar than I do.
All of us.
So
Right.
I think that if anything that any of us could learn, as we get older and different things, is to stay active and find the things. I said, what make you happy, right? The things that you enjoy. You know, Beck is our, not just our, you know, deputy over at our Department of Services for the Aging, but she is our little yoga guru as well. And
Chocolate.
I that,
she specializes in chocolate.
right.
Shells,
She's an avid lover of dark chocolate.
Right.
But I think it's important, you know, to do those things and to find those things, Beck. And that's, you know, everything you said about your hopes for the new year, I think is beautiful and something that each of us, you know, can certainly
I just want to add too quickly. More than I think I love Evelyn. Evelyn, that was like Rebecca.
Freudian slip.
As a friend.
We'll revisit that after the show.
My daughters, Sophia and Jillian, adore Rebecca. And at one point, I think I heard Sophia saying to Jillian, who do you think Rebecca loves most, me or you? They were having a little contest. Who was the favorite of Rebecca? And I was like, excuse me, hello. But they, you know, if they see something funny or a joke or something's really cool, like Rebecca's like the cool aunt. You know, like, Rebecca, I
am honored. Now you don't have
to have my haircut. Let me send it to, and they just adore her. And I'm lucky because she adores them, and I'm very lucky. And I think if they could go spend a lot of time at her house, they would be very happy.
I've invited them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they show up one day.
I'd love for them to come.
That just goes to show the type of person that Rebecca is. I mean, like she's got a big tent, you know, everyone that comes into your circle becomes very, very close. And, you know, I don't even know how many times you've ever seen my daughters, but you didn't need to. It just became that, and Kristina. I mean, Jillian and Kristina have another thing going, but I just kind of stay on the periphery. That's nice.
It's more of a sister thing.
I was going to say, I'm like the cool sister. I'll take that title.
Yes. Right. Becca can be the aunt. You can be the cool sister. Because you're not much older than my
That's right.
5 years apart from my older daughter. But so I just wanted to point that out, that if they knew I was on today, I should have thought of it. They might have wanted to like pop in and say happy birthday.
Right. They're always welcome. That's right. We are always welcome in this. But, you know, Beck, you know, I know we are approaching towards the end of, you know, the show, but I just have to say, obviously, I love you very much. And, you know, we've shared lots of laughs, you know, tears, but mostly laughs, I have to say. You know, I probably like a combination. I do a lot of laughing and crying at the same time. It's kind of my, you know, my thing. But it's just such a privilege to work with you. And I really love doing the show with you every Friday. And, you know, we could feel the excitement through our Zoom, you know, when we have an amazing segment on and our wheels are turning and we're brainstorming ideas. Otto, I know you can concur that too. You know, we sit here and we come up with great programs and ideas through doing this show together. And like I always say, it's kind of like my group therapy, you know, to be on here every week and to voice what's going on in my life and in everyone's life. And it's so great, Beck, to, you know, have you in a part of it, you know, every Friday. So it's just a blessing. And I just want to tell people, I know we kind of veered off a little bit, you know, during
just a little bit,
just a little bit, you know, but it's like showcasing, you know, the staff of Project Independent. But to call 311 or 516-869-6311 for any of our programs. We have a lot of great things coming up, a lot of, you know, changes to certain programs. So if you want to connect to any of these wonderful ladies that you saw today, you know, if you want to talk transportation, you can call and ask for Shari. Obviously, Paula and myself are always on the SR system, you know, funneling all these. I know that Paula's multitasking, you know, while she's on the show, checking the SR system. And of course, you can call and wish Rebecca a happy birthday if you so want to. As well.
I can give you my direct line for that.
But it's there's really great stuff, and I want to encourage people to sign up for our e-newsletter. If you are not getting it, that comes out monthly, so you can have a whole list of everything great that is coming up. So just call 311 for that, and that just, you know, I just wanted to let
Thank you
everyone know.
so much. I'm speechless. Shari, I love you. Paul, I love you. Otto, I love you. Kristina, I love you. Everyone who has come on to wish me a happy birthday today, just the meanings and it was just wonderful. It was a wonderful
Mission.
Yay. Love you, Beth.
Good
I
job,
really
Kristina.
super appreciate it. Dan, thank you too, and Otto. And next week I won't be here. So, but the following week I will. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and thank you so much for listening to Project Independence in You on 88.1 FM and WCWP.org. Have a great weekend.